What's up, guys? Just a quick rundown on how to winterize a 2022 Axis A24 boat. This boat looks a little different because I got a custom wrap on it. You can see right there where I had to patch it because we ran into the dock on a windy day. But we're gonna make this video short and sweet, get right into it. The hardest drain plug you're gonna get to, and I am gonna put RV coolant in this. It is a closed cooled system. So that means the heads and everything are protected by coolant, but the exhaust system, the transcooler and all that has raw water in it. So under here, you see the blue from my flashlight. This right here, I couldn't find a video on how to get to. No, it's not really that difficult. All you gotta do is pull a Phillips screw right here, pull this piece out, and you're just going to reach your arm down in here, let it drain. Make sure you've got the jack of the boat tilted up really high so you can have all the water draining out. Give it 5 minutes and put that plug back in. Okay, here's the exhaust manifolds, and the exhaust manifolds on each side have a little drain. I've already got the blue caps, plugs pulled out of those. I'm gonna put them back in. Pull the water strainer, clean it out, drain it, put it back in. Their drain plug is right here underneath the V-drive. Learning curve. I should have either had the bucket up here and prime the hose first, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do the sump pump. Okay, good. Ended up using 4 gallons of marine antifreeze, and right at the 4 gallon mark, it came out of the exhaust, and that's all we need. Moving on to winterizing the ballast tanks. So there are threaded inlets in the bottom of the boat. It doesn't connect to a hose. So that the thread of this hose, so I just had this old fake lake from my old boat and I stuck this underneath. There's 4 ports under there. There's the starboard, the port, and then there's 2 up front for the center. Way out there, you can't really see it from here. The center and the bow ballast. And the trick is to have someone in the boat turn on fill on all the ballasts. Let all of them turn on. That way, in case there's a hose configuration that you're not aware of, you're not going to be pushing coolant through this toilet plunger from this pump. You need to get one of these pumps because gravity doesn't do it. And if you don't have the right fill tank on, then all your water is going to come flowing out of this fake lake right here, and it's gonna end up all under the boat, and you're gonna waste a bunch of coolant. So get one of these sump pumps here and have the fill going on the boat. You don't need to turn the boat on, just have the key on, and then when you're ready, plug this into the extension cord and voila. And I put about a gallon of coolant in each tank. In order to change the oil, I had to warm up the engine. And so I just ran my garden hose over here and plugged it in there. Know that there's not any valves or anything yet to turn. It goes straight into the water screener and right through the water pump. And it kind of is freaky because it takes a little bit of time before the water starts to shoot out of the exhaust here. It starts to leak through these little holes that are under here, like right there first. And it kind of just, from under the boat, just sounds like it's bogging out and you feel like you're harming your boat, but it can run all day, literally. It's probably not the best idea, but it can run for a long time. All your water is gonna be coming out of the intake right here when you have the hose turned on. And I usually let it go for about 30 seconds before I have someone in the boat, turn on the boat. And like I said, it sounds really gnarly out here. Kind of makes you think that you're hurting your boat, but you're completely fine. Let it run for, I don't know. I only let mine run for like 3 minutes before I shut it off, and my oil was warm enough to drain. While I'm at it, I'm going to show you, this is the oil extractor I used. And I used this, I got this fitting. It's called I think a 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch FPT fitting from Amazon. Here's the oil drain hose I was telling you about. That's the cap you pull off. That barb to 1/8 inch FPT connector connects to this, and then that hose goes to your oil extractor. All you gotta do is pump it a couple times, make sure you pull the cap off and dipstick out, And mine took about 5.5 quarts. Also for the V-drive, it only took about one of these right here. So this is the stuff you want to use for the V-drive. And I just used the hose on that and just stuck that into the dipstick hole. And then for the transmission, it took about 2 quarts of this Dex Merc. Make sure you get the right stuff, ATF fluid for the transmission. And then here's the oil filter. I got a backup one. I'll open it up for you. Looks like this. It's not an oil canister like a car. It's this filter one like that. V-drive, automatic transmission fluid. All right, guys, that's a wrap on winterizing my 2022 Axis A24 boat. If anyone's got any other tips or tricks, they can leave a comment. I'm not a professional mechanic, but I just figured I'd save myself $600. I think all in all, it's got about $150 into this. And yeah, I think it's pretty easy. Took me a few days for the learning curve, but we'll be all dialed and set for next year. Hope you guys enjoy the off season. Take care.